I'm proud of you, Morty.
Hey man, I don't give a crap about myself, Rick. Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo!
Welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video, we have a lot to go over. In my previous video, I gave you guys targets where to short Bitcoin. I told you guys to short Bitcoin at $18,513. We went over the analysis and the technicals on why we believe it's going to go up to $18,500, and then from there we would short it and look at what happened. So basically what ended up happening is Bitcoin ended up going almost to our target. We were around maybe $200 to $300 off. We were very close. I didn't even get a chance to enter my short because I was really trying to wait until we get to that point where we would short it at 18,513 from the technicals that we went over on our analysis on our previous video. But at the time, I had my limit order at 18,513 to short Bitcoin, and we didn't even end up going up there. I mean, we were so close. But if you look at Ethereum, I mean, Ethereum was perfect. Ethereum, the way it just dropped from there was so obvious that the market was going to dump. And on top of that, I mean, we had the Fed meeting. We have CPI report that on that day. So I mean, it was very risky to even get into that trade. But I did have my limit order set in place, but we were just $200 off. That just shows you how well our technical analysis is and how we read charts and how it actually works and how you can make a lot of money trading when you know what you're doing. So in today's video, what we're going over is we're going really over what's going to happen next. So basically Bitcoin is right now moving sideways. It's just been doing nothing after its big dump. And what we're expecting is, I mean, what I'm at least expecting is I'm expecting at least Bitcoin is going to go up. Look guys, you guys need to understand that everyone is super bearish now. Everyone. Look at this. In Wall Street, 60% of people are short. 60% of people are short, but on Bitcoin, 76% of people are long. So you really got to think, I mean, are they going to push this up or are they going to push it down? If everyone is expecting that Bitcoin is going to go down, well, then they're going to push it up. But if everyone's expecting Bitcoin is going to go up, then they're going to push it down. On our analysis, we said that we would short at $18,513 and hold it down all the way down to $13,666. Now, if we drop down to $13,000, I mean, there is really no saving for Bitcoin. But what we're going to be going over is we're going to be going over Bitcoin and why we believe that we're going to long this. If you look on Bitcoin on its monthly chart, okay, let's look at it as let's actually go to its weekly chart, right? Over here, you can see that Bitcoin, it's having a lot of bullish divergence. There's so much bullish divergence going on right now. You have RSI divergence over here, and you have it going on this trend line, right? As soon as we hit down on this trend line right here, we would long it. And that will be at 15,000, right? It'll be around $14,900 to $15,000 where we would start longing it. You also have MACD just holding its way up. There's really no volume going in play. But if we look at the monthly chart, right, and we look over here, we can see that Bitcoin, if we do the same thing, right, and we go on this wick right here and we hold it down, where does that take us? That takes us over here around 15,000. Right, 15,000 right over here. Now I'm going to draw this horizontal line right here, and we're just going to give an idea of where it is. So this is where it is, and where is that level? That level is at a support level right here. If it drops below the support line and uses it as resistance, then we're going down to 13,000. Right? I mean, Bitcoin. If you guys look at my previous analysis videos, you guys can see that. I mean, everything that I am predicting in every video I make, I give you guys such precise targets. If you guys look at my video on CHC, we said that CHC is going down to 13 cents. What ended up happening? CHC ended up going below 13 cents, right? Below that target. We said that, one sec. We said that we were predicting CHC right over here, right around this moment in time, right? We were over here. I said to short it when it gets here. If that doesn't work, when it gets inside of the supply and demand zone, inside of the selling zone, you guys want to short it up here. Ended up going above and using this yellow line as resistance. But overall, we predicted this trade, right? When we even got into this trade. And I had a lot of people commenting saying, how are we going down to 13 cents? They thought I was just making up some numbers. Well, look at what happened. Things like this, big predictions like these do not happen overnight. They take months. They take even 6 months to even play out. So over here, ended up dumping down to our target right over here. It was maybe a couple cents away from 15 cents. We go back, then now we are a couple cents away from 13 cents. And now look at this. We ended up falling below 13 cents. That just shows you guys that I know what I'm talking about, guys, and I really am trying to help you guys and really trying to open your guys' mind on charts and how charts are so awesome and how it's a language, right? If you understand it, you can predict the market. So if we know our target is at 15,000, right, and it's going to use this level as support, right? 15,000, and if we go on the weekly and we get the same number, right, we're going to get to that level of 15,000, right? So now when we go to the daily, right, we can see that on the daily chart, 15,000 will be way below here, right? Now at this level right here at 15,004, we're going to see a lot of bullish divergence. If we were to come down here on the daily, we would want to see a bullish divergence, but that doesn't really matter, right? Because we also see accumulation distribution divergence, and we also see MACD divergence, right? I'm just giving you guys overall targets and overall analysis, right? So over here, what my plan is I am going to long it once it hits this yellow line, right? Once it either hits this yellow line, right? Because on the weekly and monthly chart, we were looking at 15,000, right? 15,300, 15,400, 15,000. Over here, it's at 15,700. Now, I'm going to give you guys why I would long it right here at 15,700. But overall, the target would be over here on this fib line right here, right? That'll be 15,000. Now, this target over here would be where you would want to long it on this red fib line. Now, what is that target? That target is 15,000. Now, that overall meets our analysis on the charts on monthly and on the weekly on Bitcoin, right? And then with us knowing that overall the entire market is short, well, that just gives us an idea that most likely they're going to push it back up, right? So over here, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here on the 16-hour time frame, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over what's going to happen, right? Now, if you go over here back to where Bitcoin hit its top, right? We drew this blue line, right? Now this blue line, used this as resistance, right? It went down, used this as resistance, right? Hasn't been touched ever since until November 7th, where it used it as resistance. It was very close to using it as resistance right over here, right? Right over here. Sorry, there's a lot of drawings on my chart, right? So now we went down, right? We used it as support. We pumped a little bit, and we used it as support. We went a little below it, but then we pumped after that, right? So now where our target would be once it hits this blue line. So, you know, if Bitcoin were to come down, use this as resistance and come down, we would want to long it at this yellow line. But if it comes down to this fib channel, that's where we would want to long it, and that'll be at 15,000. Now, it's not going to come exactly down to this blue line, but that overall gives you an idea of where of what price targets, right? So now over here, so if we were to drop down to this yellow line, okay, so before we go over that, let's look at the pumps, right? Over here, when we hit this yellow line, how much did we pump? From the wick all the way up to the top wick, we pumped 15.24%, right? Over here, we pumped a total of 7 to 8%, right? And or let's actually see, we're actually going to go to the top wick, around 17%, right? Once we hit the bottoms, but overall, we pumped 15%, right? So if we were to dump down to this fib line right here at 15,000, which meets our targets of Bitcoin on its weekly chart and monthly chart, right? If we were to drop down to this yellow line and we were to pump 15%, right? Let's say we drop down on this yellow line right now and we pump 15%. Where would that get us? That'll get us up to this moving average, right? So that'll be a point of shorting. This all meets up perfectly, guys. This is not something that just happens out of thin air. If you look at over here and you measure from the bottom to the top, that's 17.32. But if we want to get more specific, we're going to measure down from the absolute body of the candle, and we're going to go up to this wick, right? That gets us at 13.99, right? So if we measure from 13.99 from this yellow line, that gets us exactly at this moving average. Now, these moving averages will come down meeting this target. That'll be the point you guys want to short it. That's how we get more precise with our measurements and with our targets. So over here, when we drop down, we're going to long it at $15,751, and we're going to hold it up to this point, right? This yellow line right here, right? If we look at it, it used it as resistance over here, used it as resistance over here, right? It used it as resistance over here, okay? And so on, right? I mean, you guys get the point. I mean, if we go all the way back up, right, at this yellow line, use it as somewhat of support over here, right? Use it as support over here without these long wicks. Over here as well. I mean, you guys get the point. So basically, when we get this pump up, we can either expect to long it all the way up to this yellow line, right, when we drop. And we're going to get over why that yellow line is so important. Because if we measure from 15,000, 13.9, 14%, that'll get us up to this orange line. If we were to go to 15%, how we did before, that'll get us up to this yellow line. So overall, we have targets. Basically, guys, I mean, this all meets up in line with our analysis. You guys want to long Bitcoin once it gets down to this yellow line, right, which is going to be 15,781. If we were to drop below that and go down, our last target to long would be 15,000. Now, if we were to drop below 15,000, well, guys, just don't get in. Bitcoin is over with. It's going down to 13,000. But I mean, you guys have to understand that what the masses believe is going to happen, it's always going to be the reverse. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to bring this video to you guys and show you guys what is going on. Guys, you guys need to understand that my previous videos, why I stopped uploading for many months is because the videos I make overall, when I make a video on Bitcoin going down to 13,000 or going down to 8,000, these big predictions on CHC and on Ethereum going down to $475, these are videos that I cannot recreate and I cannot make more videos on because I overall give the future on these coins, on these crypto coins or on the market, right? So I can't really make more videos and capitalize on those type of videos. So I want you guys to understand this. If you guys want more videos from me, let me know. If you guys want live trades or if you guys want to see me trade live or anything like that, if you guys have any recommendations of videos you guys want me to make, please let me know down in the comments below. Let me know, let me hear your ideas. And guys, I don't have to make these type of videos. It takes time out of my day. I just want to bring this as quick as possible to help as many people as I can because there's a lot of people out there spreading false information. So if you guys like this type of video, subscribe, comment, and like, and just you know, show your support down in the comments below so I can keep making more videos like this because your support will give me more motivation to keep making more videos like this. But thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Take care.